Razorbacks got Streak SRMs with their short-range missiles, machine gun array for 3, large laser, jump jets, intermediate sensors, and armor. Okay, and that's my time. Okay, picking up right where we left one off. We're gonna show you the urban mech. He's got 2 lasers, a medium auto cannon, and jump jets. He's short range. We're gonna try to modify him a little bit. We're gonna keep him with those.
This is the mech lab where you can change the weapons and armor on a mech and remove its jump jets. Cash can tell you more.
Sir, weapons are my specialty, so let me give you some advice here. Every weapon generates heat, and each mech has only so much heat capacity. So when you're adding those killer guns to a mech, watch your heat capacity. A little tip, adding heat sinks gives you more heat to play with. And remember, armor and machine guns don't use any heat at all.
We're gonna change him up. We don't really want him in there, but you know, these are my different weapons that I have access to right now. Missiles, only LRMs and streaks. Armor, heat sinks. This is armor right here. This is my heat for my total. It gives, you know, damage, it gives a rate of fire, it gives a heat, and it gives an ammo. You don't always have to play with ammo turned on. I like it though. What we're gonna do is we're gonna turn him into a long-range thing right here. I don't want him getting anywhere near where a whole bunch of action is because he does not have a lot of armor. Different mechs usually have a lot more space. It's an urban mech. Can't spell. Light, and then of course we have to name our variant, and we can change every single one to be that. I'm gonna pull off my machine guns. They don't do a lot of damage, and like I said, he is going to wind up being short range, but he'll still be able to pack a little bit of punch. We're going to change him to a Razorback. Bushwhacker will be fine by now. We're going to put in these...
This is your pilot-ready area, sir.
Same pilots
Here you'll
we
assign
have.
a pilot to each mech we're taking on the next mission. Click on the pilots in the available pilots list to view their information. Click on an empty mech in the deployment team to view its info.
Pretty much in the same thing they were. Some pilots are better than others, but none of them are great. By any means. You know, you don't absolutely have to have one. They don't really get a history or anything like that, if I recall. So, yeah, we're gonna throw in a shadow guy on this urban mech. I don't expect him to do great or anything like that. Okay, and before we launch, yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and launch. We'll just...
Our first objective is to capture that resource building north of our drop zone. We can use the resource points it gives us to call in support pieces.
I'll take care of it.
Only mechs can capture enemy buildings, so select only mechs when giving a capture command.
see this guy now because of our long-range
Flash here.
sensors.
Mech power-up detected.
Roger that. Shadow reporting. Aye, aye. Roger that. Shadow reporting. Target locked.
Hopefully all those machine guns won't be too loud. But, there's not a lot of infantry in the game, as you might imagine. And this Shadow is terrible shooting.
Shot, huh?
You gotta be pretty ballsy,
Shadow
you
reporting.
know,
Aye, aye.
to be
Say
infantry
goodbye.
in this. If you're, you know, a man armed with a machine gun,
Shadow reporting.
rifle.
Target locked.
I didn't even realize that was a thing. And you're
Long
going
shot
up
here.
against a
Copy target.
55-ton, you
I'll take
know,
care of it.
3-5-story
The
tall
best way to
building.
deal with bases is to capture the control
You gotta
buildings
know
inside,
that it's
such as
probably
turret
not
controls
gonna
and
end
gate
well.
controls. This will force the gates and turrets to work for us instead of the enemy.
There's a little urban mech bringing up the rear. We're gonna take out this little sensor tower right here. You can see in the red is where their sensors pick up, and then you can see the green is where my sensors pick up. So what we're gonna do, because of course I know how this works, we're gonna take our fast little flash. We're gonna go capture
Roger
this
that.
turn control right here. Hopefully before he gets blasted.
The building's
And it
ours.
was good. Now,
Flash here.
this is ours.
Looks like I'm in the hot seat.
Warning. Enemy has recaptured
They
building.
recaptured it, that's not good.
Hacksaw here. Looks like I'm the target.
Flash here.
There's an
I'm under
LRM
attack.
over there, an armored car, some centipedes creeping up.
Update to kill board.
Capture.
Building is mine.
I'm taking you out. Enemy destroyed.
See ya. No sweat.
I don't know what that
Shadow
is, but we're
reporting.
gonna go kill it
Aye,
real
aye.
quick.
Okay, sir. Clean his
Sometimes
cross.
you can manage to dodge away from the shots a little bit. It's not real reliable.
Roger
We're gonna
that.
jump over here. Capture that.
The building's ours.
A lot of the smaller mechs, some of the smaller mechs, have jump jets enabled, which you can tell by that little sign right there, and they can, well, jump over walls and things like that. It can be really useful island hopping, jumping undercover,
I'm
things
getting
like
beat
that.
up in here.
Long shots getting shot pretty bad.
Flash here. I'm under attack. Long shot here.
You do
Sir,
have to
I'm
watch
under
the
attack.
people a little bit,
I'm taking you
because
out.
they
shot
tend
here.
to be a
Copy
little
target.
stupid.
That's gotta hurt. Long shot here. Target locked in.
Vehicle destroyed.
Shouldn't take long.
They don't move around a lot and they make easy targets of themselves. But there's not a ton we can do about that, I suppose.
Long shot here.
Objective
Copy target.
complete.
Vehicle
Dang it.
destroyed.
This base supports a sensor
take care of
grid maintained by a sensor control
reporting.
grid.
Target
It will
locked.
allow us to detect any
I got the
enemies
building.
within range of these sensors.
I'll take care of it.
Alright, wrap that.
Objective complete.
Building is mine.
Nice work in securing this area, Commander. Before we hit the bandits to the north, we might want to scout around for more resource buildings.
Yeah, we're gonna bust a hole in that
Shadow
wall and
reporting.
kill whoever
Aye, aye.
that is.
Roger that.
It's just a cargo
Long
truck.
shot here.
Doesn't
Copy
matter.
target. Shouldn't take long.
Grab
Shot,
this
huh?
resource building real
Okay, sir.
quick.
Enemy resources captured.
I think there's one more, yep, right over here. And then I'm going to call it, even though the mission is basically over. There's my little urban mech chugging along. 50 miles behind everybody else. Ooh, we're getting shot
Flash
at.
here. Looks like I'm in the hot seat.
Hacksaw here. It's as good as dead. Vehicle destroyed.
Enemy resources captured.
Building is mine.
Kill whoever that guy is.
I'll take care of it.
Like I said, we're gonna call it now. I definitely have a habit of going over on my videos, and I would much rather
Take 'em on.
have it be a shorter video and complete rather than a longer video and over. So I'll see you guys in the next 2 seconds or so.